making small changes even to your daily health routine can have an overwhelmingly beneficial effect, because it tends to make you feel physically better. Even small little changes can have, really, big results. And one of the big results is you start to feel so good that you want to do more. So sometimes you just need to get started, one foot in front of the other, and then the next thing you know, you're on a roll, and it feels good. I went out with some friends of mine the other night, and no judgments at all. Like, I don't really care what anybody does. I just wish to be of service. So, like, live your life however you want to live your life. It's not actually for me to tell you. If you'd like to work with me in a professional capacity, that's a different story, but I'm still not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to help guide you along a path, but I went out with some friends, and everybody's drinking. I wasn't drinking. Everybody's drinking beers. Everybody's eating like big, heavy food. And, they were confused with me because I don't do those things, and it was a lot of like, oh, Squid, what are you doing? Like, how are you, like, what is it? What's your routine? And I kind of break down my routine, which has taken a long time for me to get to the point where I am. It's not like an overnight thing, there's a lot of experimentation and learning what works best for me in my health routine, but I broke it down for them, like how I eat, what I eat, and they're like, well, that's no fun. It doesn't sound like it's any fun. And I'm like, it's actually a lot of fun because I feel so good. They complain a lot about like all sorts of ailments that they might have, or being overweight, or just like feeling like sluggish or whatever, or like even if it's just like partying too hard, and like I don't have that. Like when I stopped drinking, it was awesome because I never had to worry about getting poor sleep from that again, or like waking up hungover, or getting sick. Like, I was a puker, so like that wasn't a lot of fun for me. I mean, of course the drinking was fun for me, but everything, as soon as I stopped drinking for the night, it was very much not fun. And it got to a point where like my body couldn't take it anymore, and I was like, it's telling me to stop, and I have to listen. I have to go with the natural rhythms of my body. And it's not totally easy. I'm not saying that it's easy, but I'm saying that the benefits start to outweigh, like what people perceive as you missing. Like, oh, well, that's no fun, or, it sounds so boring. Like, I feel great. Like, like I feel better now than I ever have in my life. Like when I was in my 20s, like I feel way better now, like, and yeah, I've cut a lot of things out of my diet, but all of those things were causing me to feel that way. So, like, I'm not going to continue having a cognitive dissonance once not only did I see the problem, but I let it persist for a long time for any reason, whether it just be like social reasons, or it's because like I'm holding on too tight, all of which only ends up causing problems later on, like, but when I went into and followed my heart, started making these changes, it got easier and easier to do, and it's been totally beneficial for my life. So what kind of routine can you do? How can you make little ticks in your life to help you in your health routine? Could you start getting up a few minutes earlier? Start going to bed a few minutes earlier at night? Like, people tend to want to like slash and burn, like they only have these two settings where it's like, I'm either like here or I'm here. There's all this stuff in the middle. That's what I work on with people as a coach, all the stuff in the middle, because there's steps, setting standards for yourself to achieve a goal, not just like ripping the Band-Aid off or like going cold turkey on everything. Like, no, that like sends you into shock, and then it ends up sending you like farther back than where you were, probably, because it's like you react to it, instead of like making the proper plan and taking the proper steps to get there. That's what, really helps. So it's those little things. Could you start eating more raw fruits and vegetables in your meals, and try to work that in, Could you start cutting down on the donuts or, just the sweets or the heavy foods or the coffee? Like, I love coffee, but, like, you have to, making allowances for that helped me a lot. I like tea too. Is it the same? No. I even drink some of that mushroom coffee, like mushroom cocoa, actually. And some of it has coffee in it. And it's good. It's not the same, but it's good. And you just adjust. Like, the body learns to adjust, and then it wants those things instead because it feels better, and you start to work in tandem with your body and really listening. And it's really, your relationship with your body can, really thrive. It's wonderful and beautiful. Dude's my best friend. Literally, we're working together. We're working together to go as far as we can together, as long as we can together, I'm going for immortal. So that's what we've decided. I'm working with the body on immortality. So we'll see how it goes. But that's what I'm shooting for. And, just try those little things. I know it's just a couple of examples, but try a couple little things like that, have a little, try a little meditation practice. If you don't already have one, couple of minutes in the morning, couple of minutes in the evening will do you a world of good. I'm always available to talk if you have questions, or if you would like to work on a personal level with me, please reach out. Renegade Vibration. I'll put my email below. There's tons of content on the YouTube channel as well. Feel free to check it out. Hopefully some of it is of service to you. And I hope that this helped. Keep going. Shred.